Hello, everyone. Oh, sorry. Let me fix that up real quick. How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Court of the Rings here on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm Lotros Community Manager Cordovan, and hey, I've got some really, really good stuff to show you today. So I'm not going to take too much time to get to it, but I did want to welcome everyone to the show. Make sure that I am going live on all of the things, that I can see your chat. Sure, Corey. I will answer that question in a second, but I'm not going to hold up the excitement because I got some stuff to debut with you today. That being War of Three Peaks. So sit back, relax for about a minute here. I'm going to cut my mic and change the scene and show you a little teaser trailer. Hang on. All right, there we go. Pretty cool. I'm going to put it on in the background without sound, just to let you just kind of see it going while I talk here a little bit. This is the teaser trailer to Update 28, War of Three Peaks, which is going to be happening in the near future. We're going to have more to say about that in the coming minutes. Yeah. We're also going to be heading over to Landreval. We'll be probably doing some Black Book of Mordor questing later. We'll have a little bit about the latest news, and we will have plenty of time for your questions and answers as well. So, but let's get to the big news here while I have that video up. So I can't both see the video and see your chat. I'm down to two monitors right now. So I know, it's fine. I understand. I will tell you what it costs. So, before I get to that, however, let me just say we are targeting next week for our first War of Three Peaks Bull Roar preview. So, stay tuned for more information about that. That should be coming next week, probably first half of next week, but stay tuned. And that'll be our first War of Three Peaks Bull Roar preview. I did want to announce that War of Three Peaks is a $20 expansion. It'll have a collector's and ultimate editions like you might normally expect. That'll be available for purchase after War of Three Peaks is released. We're not doing a pre-sale on this one. It's just a $20 expansion with a couple of tiers, and that'll be on a release date. We are targeting October, so in the near future. And we'll have more information about that. So it's a $20 expansion. We will have, a $59 collector's, $99 ultimate edition. In terms of what you'll be getting for it, it's about the size of Where Dragons Dwell, kind of Gray Mountain sized in terms of the pack. It's a very different missions. And each mission is equivalent to say 2 to 3 quests, and we've got at least 80 missions that are coming in War of Three Peaks. I say level agnostic. There is a minor level cap to it, which is it's level 20 to 130. So you do have to be up, at least to level 20 in order to run these missions. But once you hit level 20, not a single quest are kind of larger in scope, and we also are going to be having a 6-person instance and a 12-person raid. This is releasing at the same time. We're not releasing this one after the fact on this one. We are going to keep a couple of tiers back, though, for a little bit. So there'll be 3 tiers on its debut on the instance, and then 2 tiers for the raid. And then we'll be doing additional tiers for the new raid post-release. I know I just dropped a bunch of news bombs on you, didn't I? So anyway, what you're seeing here in the trailer, if you're just joining me, is a teaser trailer for War of Three Peaks, which is our upcoming $20 expansion, and that's going to be. I mean, we're planning this for October. We're not doing a pre-sale, and yes, level cap will still be 130. We're not increasing the level cap on this one. Let me quick go through chat. Anyone else getting lag on the stream? Oh no, I hope not. Uh, my computer's doing the best it can here. I hope I'm not killing the bandwidth too bad by running this video. But I have more than actually just a video to show you here too. So let me quick drop that video and put up some screenshots that were taken. These are some screenshots that are for War of Three Peaks as well. I've got them going on a slideshow. Hopefully it should swap out approximately about every 10 seconds here. And I'm going to keep this up while I go through some chat questions. This is not replacing the Goondabot expansion in 2021. We don't really have anything we could say about the scope of Goondabot at this time. It is still planned for 2021, and this is planned for October. YouTube is totally lagged. Well, that stinks. People are reporting that it's fine on Facebook. Maybe you want to pop on over to facebook.com/Lotro or twitch.tv/Lotro stream if YouTube is not working too great for me. All right. Nothing to announce on junk carryalls. They're coming. The teaser, I don't think it's going to get released publicly this weekend outside of just what we just did here, because we have a couple of pieces to add to it before we put it up on a formal YouTube site or whatever. But that'll be, I mean, it just got released. But we'll have a formal version for YouTube a little bit later. And we'll see. Maybe I can get it up this weekend. I'll have to double check on that. No, you shouldn't need to do an OBS recording. I'll make sure it gets out some way on YouTube. But it'll probably get clipped if it's not already. So. All right. Hey, let me just pop on up to the first question that I got to at the start of the show. This one's from Corey on YouTube. What is the best way to get in touch with me to have me socialize a kin-sponsored event for the community? So just drop me an email at contact@standingstonegames.com. That's sort of the big catch-all inbox for the weekly newsletter. Make sure you say what server you're on. You'd be surprised how many people accidentally forget to let me know what server their kinship is on. But put together a little thing saying, hey, my kin's doing a thing XYZ on this date. If you have a website or a forum thread or something with more information, that's even better because it gives me something to link to. But just send me a quick email, contact@standingstonegames.com, saying, hey, I'm looking to get this in the beacon, and 99 times out of 100 it'll be there in the beacon. I'm pretty good about just pretty much anything people want to get in is generally fine. All right. The pricing on the Collector's and Ultimate Edition, so it's a $20 expansion, $19.95, and the Collector's Edition will be $59, and the Ultimate Edition will be $99. And again, this is all going to be we're not doing a pre-sale, so this will just be what's available when it comes out in October. But the expansion, if you don't want any of the kind of cosmetics or any other kinds of things that come with it, The expansion's $20. So, all right. Well, okay, so I've got screenshots up and I got the news out of the way. I guess while I'm leaving these screenshots up, let me just do one other quick thing I could mention. And this comes from one Jeff Libby, one Made of Lions, our lore, one of our main lore people, one of two, right? Who wanted this to mention this a little bit about what War of Three Peaks is. So, Prince Durin, the son of King Stonehelm, will lead his armies to reclaim Gundabad, the mountain home of his people, as the Longbeards, Zilruka, and Stout Axes assemble to lay siege to the great fortress. Orcs, led by Gorgar the Ruthless, son of Bolg and brother of Mazog, meet them in battle. The War of Three Peaks begins. Also, this is just kind of a little quick aside, saying there may be some people who think the Three Peaks is referring to the mountains over Moria, but it is actually referring to the mountain above Gundabad, which split into three peaks long ago. So, in case you're wondering which three peaks we're talking about, the three peaks in this case actually refer to the mountains above Gundabad, as per the lore. So, yeah, I just thank you. Thank you. And yeah, it's going to be a like a new landscape and stuff. So, not ready to talk Ogredel about what is in each of the editions. The expansion will be in the $20. Uh, the expansion is 20, and then we're going to have like a collector's and an ultimate, and we'll have more about what's in those. It should be along the lines of um, what you might expect, given that this is a reduced price point. And there is not a level cap increase. It's going to leave the screenshots up. That's probably better than the spinning ring. Let me just do a couple of quick bits of news. I did want to remind people that this is your final weekend for the Farmers Fair. So yes, the Farmers Fair is going away after this weekend. It's available through September 14th. So it'll technically be available through Monday. It gets shut off at 3 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, September 15th. So, hope you've been enjoying the combined Farmers Fair and this year, and we'll see what we can do in future years in terms of uh, making sure we support it and bring new stuff to it. But the Farmers Fair is going away after this weekend, so make sure you get your fairing done before the end of September 14th. Did want a quick mention as well that we have our YouTube page. That's youtube.com/Lord of the Rings. And check it out. We did have a minor update this week, but it does have one important fix in it. So I want to make sure, well, actually, that was late last week, but still, I want to make sure I get the word out about it, which is that the Lotro store now uses the native system browser instead of the embedded in-game browser if the game client is run through Steam. You know how the Steam wallet wasn't working? Well, we fixed it. And this is how it's working right now, is it's going to be working through an external, that means your web browser. You'll click on it and a web browser will open up in your default web browser, and then you'll be able to use the Steam wallet and make your purchases from there. Another couple of bits I could mention. This is the final weekend for double bonus points. You can get double the bonus points when you buy points in the Lotro store through September 13th. We have a bonus weekend going on. This is Lotro bonus days of 25% XP. This is through the 13th, so through Sunday as well. Lotro bonus days, 25% XP. I can mention that we're working on getting world transfers reopened. We're not quite there yet. We wanted to make sure that some last minute kind of checks were done, and we found a few things that caused us to, as you know, delay the process a little bit. But we're getting really close. There is one issue right now that we are working through that we don't yet have a solution for, but we're working on it. And that is that if you are a kin leader with a premium home, we have one or two reports in our internal environment of having difficulty transferring to another world because you were both a kin leader and the owner of a premium house. Now, why that's happening, but it's being worked on, and that's really what we're waiting on to reopen world transfers, either to figure out how to message that process so that it doesn't happen to you, message the process so you're aware of it prior to going into a world transfer, or ideally fixing it so that it doesn't do that. And that is where we currently sit right now on world transfers. We do have, and we are aware of, an upcoming next week deadline to transfer your characters off of the old Bombadil server that shut down in July. Now that was the Tournament of the Twin server, and we know that you haven't had much time to transfer your characters off of there. So you can expect that it's going to be pushed beyond September 15th, which is, after all, what, like Wednesday? I don't yet have a Tuesday. I don't yet have a date for you because we just haven't had time to sort through the end date, but we're going to push it. We're not going to make it not transfer your characters, and we'll give you plenty of time to do so. So whether that ends up being, October 15th or whatever it ends up needing to be, we'll figure that out. But we are aware of that, and it's not something you're going to have to worry about. We'll make sure that you have plenty of time to transfer those characters off Bombadil. And honestly, even during the 8 days that we did it, I think we got 80% plus. So I don't know that there's actually a ton of demand out there. But there is some, because, some people want to get their characters off Bombadil, and we understand that. And as far as I'm aware, there's no real pressing need for us to do a server wipe on it. So that means that gives us plenty of time to take care of world transfers and get you plenty of time to transfer your characters off of Bombadil. All right. Will the in-game store work again for Steam clients, or is the external browser store permanent? It is semi-permanent in that that's what we're going to be doing for the foreseeable future. We ran ultimately into a bit of an issue where, frankly, we have to work with two different payment processors along with Valve and things to get this issue resolved. And when you have to go into that level of sort of troubleshooting work, the process, gets a little more complex, right? However, this makes it work. So all you need to do to play Lochro through Steam and use the Steam wallet for all your purchases is just, whenever you open the store, instead of opening in the game browser, it's going to open using your standard web browser outside of the game. And then you'll be able to do everything that you could do using the in-game browser externally. So that's a semi-permanent solution. It's not the most elegant. We'd prefer it to be more elegant, but it works, and it will be the process. People want me to go into what's in each edition, but I can't do that yet. A couple of reasons. One, I still have a couple of placeholder names for things in the list that I've been looking at. Two, it's just not yet ready. It's just not yet ready. All right. Now, let me kind of pop on over in game and just do it that way. I think that's pretty much. Tale of the Shipwrecked Mariner begins next week, and that is a smaller scale event, but that kicks off on Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern, and that'll run through the 20th, being shut off on the 21st at 3 a.m. Eastern. So you'll have that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to run Tale of the Shipwrecked Mariner, and that'll be next week. On top of that, we got a little thing called Bilbo's Birthday, and that kicks off on the 18th at 10 a.m. Eastern. And that runs through the 23rd, being shut off at the 24th. Am I right on that? Yeah. 24th at 3 a.m. Eastern. So that's actually, yeah, so it starts next week. Okay, cool. So we do have a couple of events to talk about, and then we also have one big in-game event that I can talk about as well. At weatherstock.guildlaunch.com, you can get the full rundown of the schedule and what have you. However, you don't even have to do that, because if you can't make it in-game to Landreval to check out the... Okay. You can find it on Twitch. So that would be twitch.tv/LotraStream. Twitch.tv/LotraStream. And that should be up pretty much all day long. I believe Druid's Fire has taken the brunt of the actual streaming work on that, so that you can have just one uninterrupted stream. That'll then go up. That way we're not changing hosts this year, but we are going to be bringing in some probably voices and guests just to help relieve some people from voice work. Help with moderation, of course. Help with titling if necessary, and clipping and things like that. So we got an event going on this weekend, and that's happening on twitch.tv/LotraStream. Weatherstock. You can also, of course, find it in game. Okay, do I really want to go? How do I even get back there? Other than this way. This way, I will take the shortcut. Maybe. Actually, I'm going to take the shortcut. Let me look on the map. How do I actually take this down? So I just need to go back, down, around, on the outside. Is that really? Oh, actually, yeah, but I could even do this. Oh, I got the button. Yeah, so ultimately, Druid's Fire has usually streamed Weatherstock. Reason for that being is that Weatherstock usually takes place on the exact weekend that I have other responsibilities every single year. And it just so happens that Weatherstock it got pushed because of COVID and other stuff. Actually, I don't think it was so much COVID as the issues we were having. Regardless, Weatherstock got pushed until September. So that actually gives me an opportunity to be there as a Cordovan on an admin character for certain times during the day. It'll allow me to maybe grab some local video of the event, do a little bit more social media work, and then, like I said, do a little bit more on the processing work as well to help out. Because remember, this is all volunteer. No one's getting paid other than, I guess, me now for Weatherstock here. So just kind of helping out throughout the weekend. It is actually quite a bit of work to bring on a 12+ hour production like that. So while Druid's Fire is going to be doing the main streaming on LotraStream, other people are going to be there helping out. Up to and including myself. One quick note as to also about because I know some people were like, yeah, but I want to see the detached camera. I couldn't do it anyway. I need what's called a formal admin client in order to detach the camera, and I can't do that from home. So I can't do that from this year anyway. So that's why it sort of is the way it is. Oh, I have the volume turned down because I didn't want the audio to come through on the video and such. And I'll probably end this stream here with a replay of the video because I know some people missed it at the time.
Iorzin is going beyond our reach, for now.
Oh yeah, Gothmog definitely wanted to kill us. Man, that guy did not like us very much. I have exhausted my study of the Black Book. Voin has told us what he can. It is with a measure of sorrow that I close it for good. I will turn my attention now to this broken key and Gothmog's final words, but you should take a moment to rest and recover your strength. Much of the evil within Minas Morgul has been opposed to this day, and defeated. For that, you should celebrate. The epilogue will become available from Mithrandir once I have completed chapters 1 to 14 of the Black Book of Order. Alright. What do I actually want? It is better armor than I've got, certainly. So, I think. So I'm going to be probably wearing one of these. I would think the heavy cloak, right? Yeah, okay. Groovy. Well, that actually is kind of nice in terms of maybe just popping over on the last bit of the Black Book and then maybe going over to the festival for the last half hour here. Or I could potentially continue what I'm doing.
Will you help bear my burden, friend?
I'll be taking a look at our chats here as well in just a second, but it's been a little while since I've had an opportunity to sell, so I think I'm going to do that. Sorry. Okay. I don't really need all these fireworks. I'm just going to drop them. Always get rid of this simple stuff for now. I'll deal with the rest of my inventory later. I have got a lot of fish. How did that happen? Alright. Actually, are those pauldrons... Okay, I actually have a little bit of slightly better gearing than to do, it looks like, as well. So I'm going to leave it at that and deal with the remnants of that later. For now, what do I want to actually do? So when will we be able to have war pigs?
Let us not tarry.
I don't know. When will ya? Might be pretty soon. Alright, actually, I'm not going to swift travel here. I'm going to, let's see where I got. I already went there. Can I go to... So I'm seeing what you're saying, Baza Keizu, about you've run into an issue with a tome disappearing from your inventory, and I don't know the answer to that. I assume you have a ticket into customer service. If not, please make sure that you do. You'll want to be sending that... Well, it depends. So you said if you... Well, either way, you're going to want to get it to in-game. But account support may be involved as well. So just make sure that you've got a ticket in to in-game support, either through the help menu in-game or through help.standingstonegames.com. And they should hopefully be able to resolve the issue for you quickly. Will there be a stat squish before the next X-Pack? No.
can I do for you?
Let's go to... Alright. Yes, there will be new raid gear, because we're going to have a new raid coming. And it's not going to be coming later either. It's going to be day and date of the release. That's when we're also not doing a pre-order for any of this $20 expansion. It's just going to be released, and then you'll be able to buy it. Are compelling to you, and something that you will want to run for content, for gear, for general excitement, etc. So let's hope that's true. Ultimately, I'm not trying to tell you what to think here. So do what you want. But that's certainly the hope.
How do you do?
There's the horse, if I recall. The idea of making older instances scale up using our mission tech is awesome. I don't know how realistic it is, unfortunately. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe at some point we could do something like that. I'm going to say that would be a big project, however. Let's see, anything else? I actually kind of want to head over more to the Farmer's Fair side. But I suppose as long as I'm doing it.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Could I take a moment of your time?
Pick up a couple of things here. Did I already pick up the ice one? No, I think I may have already done the ice one. No. Okay. That should be good enough. Recall, there's a crashed kite this way. There we go. I'm just trying to see if there's really much I can really say regarding your feedback on Red Guardians. It kind of goes into a lot of the same sort of classwork type discussion that we often get into, which is that I know that the systems team has lots of things they want to do with classes, and it's sort of a never-ending, ongoing process. Hopefully, we can get to than you would like. But I don't, unfortunately, have anything specifically to say about that class balance. Race stuff is ready to get released real soon. Real soon. But there is still a little bit of work that has to take place on it, so until that work is done. Mr. Purecap, can I discuss the issues with the chat server having issues connecting to the client and disconnecting sometimes? This is actually proven to be a larger issue over on the other game than it has over in Lotro. However, Lotro is having it too. All I can really say in terms of that is we are actively working on it. I wish I had a solution to it because, like I said, it has been a bit of a
Hello there.
pain in the tuchus for a whole bunch of people. And so hopefully we'll get work done on that in the coming days, perhaps even this weekend, and see where we land. So far, the cause has proven elusive, unfortunately, on the DDO side, which is where the main focus of the investigation is, because they're having a larger impact. But I think the cause might actually be the same. So I have a feeling that when we clear it for one, we're going to clear it for both.
Please, stay a moment.
All right. One of the things I like about the Farmer's Fair, and I know it's not necessarily the most interesting stream in the world, but one of the things I like about it is it gives me a good opportunity to kind of get into your chat and think a little bit more about what it is I'm going to say. Beorning still get only medium armor from scaled instances. I have brought that up in the past. Wasn't paying. The intention is to do some PvP work. I don't know that it's got a target date at the moment, but it's certainly work that we are intending to do. I would say 2021 is likely we'll see some PvP work, but I don't actually know, and I, especially given the interest in the subject, I have to be very careful what I say. What? Did I not pick it up? Okay. There we go. All right. But what's in store for PvP? I do think we'll get to some work for it. And I do think that'll happen, hopefully sooner rather than later. Yay! Chuck some salt at him. Will the new raid be harder than Remerchant? I have no idea. I am going to say... the general feedback I would say at this point is that Remerchant was deemed pretty difficult. Too much pepper, I believe it's water? Shoot, I hope I'm not wrong. No! Must have been salt. We are going to be, like, I did mention that we were going to debut with 2 tiers and bring more later. So my guess is that would be tier 1 and 2 available at launch, and then tier 3 general plan, the general operating procedure. Harder than most raids in Lochor, yes, but overall raiding difficulty not that hard. Okay. Well, I mean, if it's harder than most raids in Lochor, I'm gonna say that it's probably not gonna be harder than that. I haven't heard of it being like, we're going to make the hardest raid ever or anything like that. So, oh, really? I thought the palate cleanser was water. Is it wine or milk? Oh, hey, Larry. Yeah. Is it wine? It's wine? Okay. Lovely, lovely. Well, fine. I won't get you anything then. Uh, Good question, Laurel. My expectation is that Three Peaks is not debuting on the Legendary server. I will double check to make sure that that is correct. That was my understanding, is that that would not be on Legendary, but I guess I will have to ask. Can Lotro scale to 4K yet? Yes, but it does scale to 4K monitors. We do have players playing in 4K. However, I will warn you, the UI elements, in some cases, do not scale very well. So unless you've got really good eyesight, let's get really good eyesight. It can be a little challenging. However, also depends on the size of the monitor, how close you are looking to it, etc., etc. So, but yes, in terms of core tech, it is supported. It just the UI is not really supported. No, I would say unlikely that we're going to be making Lotro VR compatible out of the box. I would. So it looks like with about 10 minutes left, we got Phil saying hello in chat. The Grifflet stream is going to be happening here in about 10 minutes. Yes, this $20 expansion will be made available from. Maybe not. I don't know. Again, this stuff is. I'm debuting it today, so. What the heck, dude? Man, I've never had such a long string of everything's all good from the mayor. Normally he... So, here's what I can say about the War of Three Peaks, in case you missed it at the next week on Bull Roar. We're targeting next week on Bull Roar for our first War of Three Peaks preview. So, I think there might be something to be said. I think that something is going on here where I'm basically, on my stream just handing the mayor lots of salt. That seems to be the theme of what I'm doing here during the last 10, 15 minutes is handing the mayor lots of salt from the live stream. Apropos of nothing, just saying. So, in terms of the full preview schedule, it will have more about that in the near future. You can expect a couple of different previews. I don't know that it's going to be, say, a weekly. I would. So Rimonware says, "Are there plans to bring the quote effectively?" I'm not 100% sure what you mean by old, but what I would. Why? See if I fail it. Did I fail? Yes, I won instead. All right. Excellent.
Is there something I can do for you?
Yeah, you can give me those Farmers Fair tokens. Sweet.
Hi there. Give me a moment. Good day. Might I have a...
Where the heck was I? What was I talking about? The preview schedule, I know. You know, we'll have several previews. First will be next week. Yeah, I'm going to say probably something in the range of 2 to 3.
How rude.
Stay and have some tea.
Alright, so for mushroom stir... Oh, I need to get the recipe first, yeah. Alright, so then you just follow the list. When packaged beef... Thought it was... Here we go. Salt. Where's that salt? By the cooking. We're doing 600k plus in a raid. Sorry. You're awesome. Too awesome for me. Alright. Oh, here's a salt. Right. Okay. So, oh, I know what I was talking about. That raid gear. So, the gear that'll be released to the legendary worlds will be the same gear that you're seeing on the non-legendary worlds. We're not going to have a sort of special class or a special form of the gear that is going to be relevant specifically to the legendary world. So to answer your question, what will be released is what's released to the regular game world. A lot of times people on the stream like to or want me to offer analysis on class power in a way that doesn't really make sense for me to make promises on. So, should Guardian have competitive, in whatever that is deemed, DPS and, quote, near top tank? I would say that sounds in the ballpark of probably where it should be, yeah. But, you know.
Stay and have some tea.
But me providing sort of qualitative analysis of to justify or not justify your impressions on class balance is not really a very good use of my time. And I know what we'll often hear is something along the lines of, yeah, but I want you to know. Trust me, they know. Our class balance team.
Cannot a body be left alone? Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
White. Okay. And on the cheese front, I want the sharp one. The apple. No apples. Bread. Cabbage. Big. Okay. I want bacon. And brown bread. Excellent. I like this one because, I mean, maybe I'm wrong here, but it seems like a pretty good way to pick up a lot of farmers fair tokens in a pretty short period of time. To do. If they think the onions are boring, they want red. Light bread is the... Oop, that's the cheese. Cheese. Soft and delicate is like that one. The chop on the apple. Needs to be opposite of the onion. The onion was red, so the apple needs to be green. And a small amount of cabbage. Oh, and which one did I get? Maybe it's the bread, huh? Oops. Wrong bread. Okay.
Hello there. Might I
Wait,
speak
let me
with
just
you?
do this one. Hey, if you can get them all done. Plain old onion. I got it done last night with not too much time to spare. It was actually like only like not much, but I was kind of working my way through it, so. Okay. No cabbage. Green apple. Alright. Plain bread, so I'm going to assume that's this. Is that wrong? No, it's right. Good. Okay.
It's been a foul day, it has.
Yay! So I just got this one left.
Stay and have some tea.
Oh yeah, that's the one I did earlier that I failed. So if they want a red onion, they want a green apple. Fluffy light bread. Small amount of cabbage. and soft cheese. Oh, I must have missed one. Okay. Let's see. Onion. Got that. There we go. I see it's 103. Sorry, let me just wrap up what I'm doing here, and then I will play that video one last time. I will get this up on YouTube a little bit later on in the show. So, there we go. I have helped the market. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. I appreciate you being here. This is the final weekend for Farmers Fair. Quick reminder on that. All right. I'm going to play the video and then call it a show. Have fun, everyone, and I'll talk to you again soon.